Hi folks, I just want to do a little video about how my practice is going, dealing with the coronavirus pandemic and having to do video sessions, particularly with children, young teenagers. And I have to say that, for some of them, this still is just not something that they're really seeing much difference in their lives. Because they're not like adults, so they don't like have to go and put gas in their car or go to a restaurant all the time. For most of my clients, anyway. They see this as pretty much just a really long weekend, and maybe just having to do some homework during that weekend. That's it. It's really not much different. So I've been trying to really help them to concretize, to reify a little bit of what this really means for them, and having to talk about something that's intangible. We talked about the elephant in the room, which is, again, a concept that we've used for other things, like talking about addiction or alcoholism. And this is a different kind of elephant, but it's still an elephant that not a whole lot of people really want to talk about, but it's very real and they have to deal with it, right? So we've talked a little bit about stories that have to do with dealing with reality or honesty, like The Emperor's New Clothes, and the theme behind that, and of course the classic The Boy Who Cried Wolf. What happens when a kid is sort of playing around with honesty or having fun with being dishonest, and what can happen with that, which is an issue that is going around now, dealing with the coronavirus pandemic. So one of the things that I encourage them to do is perhaps to think about this pandemic as a kind of creature or something a little bit more tangible, perhaps a person. If this virus could talk, what would it say? What would it be like if it was more like a person? What would you say to it? If you had to write it a letter, what would you say in the letter? Trying to kind of stir up some of the creative juices, get them flowing a little bit, and to do something a little bit actually kind of fun with some of the extra time that they've had because of this coronavirus pandemic. So there's a lot of mixed emotions, and I'd like to see how they're expressing themselves in drawing or writing or taking photographs or doing a little video on this whole era of having to stay inside and maybe order dinner out because you can't go to a restaurant, right? An idea for you, and maybe you could share with me some of the things that you're talking about if you're able to actually do sessions with kids through video. Hope this has been helpful, and you take care of yourself. Thanks.